Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. You're now listening to episode 98 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co-host today.
And I'm your other co-host, Joe.
And before we start, we just gotta say how much of a journey it's been to get this episode off the ground,
bro. Yeah, we were supposed to record yesterday at around 8, and I was having issues with my mic, and I thought it was a wire issue, so I ordered a new wire. And then we tried doing it today when I got out of work, and now my laptop's not working. So at the moment right now, I'm recording from my phone, and it just took just the trial and error of figuring out how to work. It's just a fucking disaster.
We might as well have been Odysseus's crew.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, yeah. For some reason, I have very bad luck with technology. I don't know why, but everything that I get with technology is usually doesn't work in a year or two.
Well, we figured it out, so it's all good.
So it's all good now.
Yeah. But today's episode is going to be relatively short, I would say. We're going to be talking about the Odyssey, which will be the first movie. That'll be kind of a bigger section of the episode. As you can see, there's my Emily Wilson translation Odyssey back there, which they've been beefing a little bit, but we can get to that later. And then I recommended last episode that we should watch In the Mouth of Madness because Sam Neill sadly passed away recently. And it's one of his only films that I had heard about but never actually seen. I'm a big fan of John Carpenter. I know you are as well, Joe. So, yeah. And it was fun. It was a cool watch.
Yeah, it was a cool watch.
And then we also had Comic-Con just happened, San Diego Comic-Con. It's been a decent bit of Marvel news from that.
Yeah.
Some castings.
Say a pretty tame Comic-Con, but still some interesting news coming out of it, I'd say.
Yeah. So, all right. I guess we can get right into it unless there's anything from your life you want to talk about that's been going on. Any trips coming up?
No, unfortunately. I'm in I'm new at my job, so I don't really get a lot of vacation yet. So I will be seeing tomorrow, obviously besides Spider-Man, but the Avatar movie. Nice. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why am I getting a security check on Letterboxd? I'm sorry.
Someone's trying to hack your info.
Yeah, someone's trying to. No, but it's me. We detected a massive gravitational anomaly. Please complete this. Oh, it's probably an ad for a new movie coming out or something. You know how they do those things sometimes?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But so I'm going to be seeing Aang, The Last Airbender tomorrow at 12:20. Unfortunately, it's only screening in LA and New York for 6 days, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say you're lucky to be able to see it in a theater because not many people will.
Yeah, so I'll definitely be talking about that. And then me and Matt are going to be seeing Spider-Man together tomorrow, which will be very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
We'll hit a little brewery before, get a nice spider buzz going. Should be fun. But yeah, I guess that's really it. I want to mention I've confirmed now that I'm going to be attending Halloween Horror Nights this year. So maybe I'll make some content from there or something, go through the houses, who knows. But I'm very excited about that. The last week of August. So I have my trip to Banff. I'm going to be going to the national park in Canada. And then as soon as I get back, I'm going to have 3 or 4 days of work, and then I'm going away again that weekend. So it's going to be hectic, but
yeah, that'll be fun though.
Yeah.
But
I'll be like Odysseus again.
Yeah.
Journeying everywhere. So you want to read the synopsis for the Odyssey?
So I have it up now. The Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan. Defy the gods. The Odyssey is a mythic action epic that adapts Homer's foundational saga. I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate. No, all kidding aside, this is a monumental movie. This was it felt like an event. This is one of the only movies where everybody I know went to go see it. People that don't even go to the movies go to see this movie. The cast was great. There was some great action sequences in this movie. The IMAX work is amazing. Me and Matthew were lucky enough to see it on 70 millimeter, which was, we'll talk about that later. And I think it's really interesting that this has been a story obviously around for thousands of years. And this is the first, I feel like in our lifetime, at least, real attempt at adapting the entire story. Cause there are Odyssey movies, but a lot of them will only cover certain chapters, not the entire, I've seen one with Ralph Fiennes where he plays Odysseus when he comes back.
Yeah. That was the one that came out last year where he got jacked.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks he honestly looks more jacked than Matt Damon in this. But anyway, all that aside, this was an incredible movie. Acting is top tier. I don't know. It's one of the one of the first hero stories. Like it's like hero coming home from war, triumphing, and like I don't know. I really really enjoyed this. Man, I'm sure you agree, but
Yeah, I agree. I think the word you use, monumental, is a good word to describe it. It's very epic, and I feel like for the first movie to ever be shot fully in IMAX cameras, you could not have chosen a better movie than this. It was
yeah.
just completely epic, and being able to watch it on that screen is like it's so
Oh yeah,
immersive. It's
yeah.
crazy. Like those scenes where him and his crew are on the boat, and there's just like waves coming in. I would be scared to watch this in 4DX, to be honest, but it felt very immersive. And this is
Yeah.
where you can see that sort of like the next advancements in filmmaking really shine in a movie like this. So that's why I know there's this discourse of like, oh, is it what's the word people are using? Like not exclusive, but like that making it on this format is like limiting certain people from seeing it. What's the word? I'm like I'm an idiot right
Alienating.
now. Yeah, like whatever, something like to that.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. There's another word I was looking for, but that works. Like, is this movie alienating certain people?
No,
Like, I mean,
I don't
technically,
think so.
you saw it in two different formats.
Yeah.
So, do you think that there's that much missing?
Honestly, well, the 70 millimeter it's more about the picture than the actual like size of the screen. Because I saw it in IMAX in Staten Island, and it was great. Like I had a really good viewing experience, you know. But I feel like you feel it a lot in the scenes of those like panning scenes of them in nature, or like when they're like on location and stuff. Because like it's obviously more compressed than the regular IMAX, but when you have the 70 millimeter, the fucking big ass screen at Lincoln, like you get the entire. Like I remember the biggest scene that I noticed it honestly was when Telemachus is training on the mountain,
Yeah,
and it kind of pans up on the mountain. And in regular IMAX, you kind of see it, but like you don't actually see the scope of the side of the mountain. So on the 70 millimeter IMAX, like it pans and it's just a giant side of the mountain, which I didn't even see. It's not, you know, super important to the story, but ooh, excuse me, I'm drinking Diet Coke, that's why I'm burping.
it's okay.
But yeah, I didn't think it was that much of a major difference from IMAX. However, I can't speak on seeing it in other formats. Like I'm sure the IMAX to regular format's like a big difference, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people arguing saying that like it's, Nolan is wrong for wanting to shoot this movie specifically for a format that's only available in 40 theaters in the entire world, which I personally disagree with
I disagree with that
because
as
like
well.
what is the alternative? No one should make movies for
No,
this
yeah.
format. Like that's not a good alternative. I get that. I mean, maybe I'm speaking from a privileged standpoint because we live in New York City, so we
Yeah,
have
but you
access. But
even
what?
then, if it wasn't in New York, we wouldn't be like, oh, they shouldn't make those movies. We would be like, oh, they should put one of those projectors here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, I
Yeah,
just feel like it's two different ways of looking at it.
yeah. I think it's a stupid thing that
I
people are
agree.
getting annoyed
Yeah,
at
like
because
people shouldn't hinder their art just because you know
yeah, like
you don't have access
this
to a
is the
theater.
best possible way to view it. If you have the facilities to make it in this way, why would you not? Why would
Yeah,
you not do it? Would you be like, oh,
like
just because everyone can't see it, I'm not going to
if
do
it
it?
was like, oh, we're gonna make it in 70 millimeter and only release it in 70 millimeter, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, yeah,
This,
I agree.
you know, like you can still go to the theater and see it in any format you want. You know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is the right time to talk about this, but I wanted to just talk about like actually getting tickets for the Odyssey in general.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, like so me and Matt, I know I always give context. So we live in New York, so we're lucky that there's a 70 millimeter in Manhattan. The entire run of Odyssey is completely sold out. Like every single 70 millimeter IMAX screening is sold out through its entire run.
Yeah,
Every
even
single
like
there's
even
ones at
the
3 a.m. on like a Tuesday, like ungodly levels
ridiculous.
of unemployed people going to this thing, and it's insane. Like even I went 10 a.m. on a fucking Wednesday, and I'm a nurse, so like I have random days off. Where the fuck are all these people coming from? There's like, you know what I mean? Like, don't you have a fucking job, bro? Like, I don't understand.
The unemployed epidemic.
Yeah, like,
It's
like don't
crazy.
ruin it for the fucking rest of us, dude. Like, you
No.
know. But
Yeah,
nah, I'm messing around. But yeah, it was very very difficult getting a 70 millimeter ticket, and I literally sat in the B row to watch this. You know.
yeah.
Mm,
I was lucky. I ended up getting mine the second weekend after it came out, so I had to
yeah,
wait a week to see it. And I was on that site when they dropped for 3 hours trying to get tickets.
yeah, it's fucking
Refreshing. And it's an issue because I was trying to get tickets for me and my girlfriend. So I was doing like the A-list plus the second, whatever it's called, the second member.
Yeah.
So like 2 at once is just impossible. Eventually I realized I have to just reserve mine and then just buy hers because I can only do one at a time. So even though she has A-list, I just like bought it because fuck it. It was the only way I could get it. We were like 6th or 7th row.
That's not too bad, honestly.
So it's not too far back on like the left side. We didn't get in the middle, but obviously completely sold out. It was a Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
One thing that I was a little disappointed in terms of like the AMC Lincoln, if we're just talking about the experience, I wish they would have had some more of like a setup of some of the costumes wore in the movie or something like that. Because they usually have
do stuff like that. I mean, they had like that. I have a picture of it on my phone. They had that like the stand kind of like, and it's like right by the theater.
Dude, even like for Mando, they had a full size
the Mandalorian guy.
Yeah, and like this is the theater to watch the Odyssey in. You know, I wish they would have. I mean, it's a stupid complaint. It has nothing to do with the movie, but
it's more on the theater than anything else. But
they should have had the Agamemnon statue, the armor. They had it at a different theater. They had his armor on display.
In LA?
I think it was in LA, or it was either in LA or like City Walk, I think, in Orlando, one of the two. But there's a picture of like Benny Safdie standing next to it.
Well, they had the Odyssey horse, the Trojan horse outside.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I was away, so I missed that one. But yeah, I guess to talk about more of the movie.
More of the movie itself.
I think we should talk about the cast, the performances a little bit. Yeah. For me, I think easily the weakest, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He was almost like distractingly worse than the rest of the cast at times. I love Tom Holland. I think he's a perfect Spider-Man, which we're going to see Spider-Man tomorrow, which is very exciting. But you could tell he's just a tier below the rest of his castmates. Yeah. Luckily, like this is Matt Damon's film. It's not Tom Holland's film. He does have a big part, but something that Tom Holland said kind of like made me contextualize his performance a little bit. Mm-hmm. Was he said he played Telemachus as if he was a 16-year-old, when in reality he would have been like 22 or something at the time. Why did he play him like that?
Yeah.
Because he just like thought he was 16.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, that you could tell in certain scenes where he's like, "Dad, here's the sword," like throws it down the hole, and it's like, I was like, oh my god, it's like a little cringy. A lot of the dialogue is a little cringy.
Cringy for him, yeah. He's just like, because he plays like this kind of, he looks, not that he's like a grown man, but he definitely looks older. So like for him to be kind of clinging to his dad a lot is a little, like, I understand he hasn't seen him in 20 years and whatnot. But, you know, he's like training on the side of the mountain, and then anytime he gets into like any type of fight with these people, like he gets smogged, like, you know?
Yeah. He doesn't ever have his moment, really. I mean, he kills that guy.
He kills the guy in the armor room, but that's about it.
Yeah, barely.
Also, 2 performances, actually 3, I wanted to just talk about really quick. Himesh Patel was great. Oh my god, I have never seen. I know. Actually, the only thing I saw him in was that movie Yesterday.
I know. He's great. I love him. He's great in Yesterday.
Yeah. But, so I hope to see him more in more stuff in the future. He was really good. And John Leguizamo, I've always butchered it.
John Leguizamo.
He was great as well. Really enjoyed his performance. And then I always forget, I don't know the woman who plays her, but the woman who played the witch or who played Cersei.
Oh, yes. That was... People are giving her like Oscar buzz. I forget who that is. Hold on. Let me find her. Her name is like so far down on the cast list for some reason.
She's only in it for like 10 minutes. Not even, honestly.
Yeah, Zendaya's down here too. She's pretty low. I forgot Sean Avery is in the cast.
Yeah, he plays like one of the soldiers. He's in a bunch of Nolan movies.
It's so weird.
I don't know why. He's like
Samantha Morton. That's her name. But yeah, why is Sean Avery in this?
Yeah, he was in Tenet and he was in Oppenheimer as well.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
New York Rangers legend though.
Yeah, he was great. What else was I going to say?
Corey Hawkins was great as well. I don't know if you know him. He was kind of like Robert Pattinson's kind of second in command guy. Yeah. He was good. I think the best performance in the movie, though, is actually John Leguizamo as Eumaeus. He just had like such a tragic character, and especially that scene like where he gets beat up and he obviously can't see, and then Odysseus comes back and sort of takes care of him. I actually read I'm not LARPing. I actually read that book back there, and I specifically remember that scene, like when he actually returns. And I think they just did that scene specifically very well. I also really liked which made my girlfriend cry, the scene of the dog when Odysseus finally gets back, and the dog doesn't have to like keep holding on to his life for his master to return, and he finally just passes away as soon as he realizes Odysseus is there. And then directly following that is this kind of intimate moment between Odysseus and his son, where Telemachus is, it's something like, I think Telemachus is like, if Odysseus was here, like, what would he say? And Odysseus is like, oh, he'd say like how proud he is of who you are. Whatever.
He said, because he said, bury the dog up at the hill.
Yeah.
And then he says, where you found him, like referring to him as like he knows it. And then he says, if he was here, he would say this. And like, yeah, that was a really good scene, honestly.
Yeah. I think a lot of... Go ahead. Sorry. I was going to talk
about too, a lot of people talking about especially also the woman who but translated the Odyssey for Nolan had some pretty harsh words for him. He used her translation to make the book. I mean, to make the movie. Sorry.
I knew you knew that. I just wanted to.
I knew that. She wrote the Odyssey that came out. But she had some pretty harsh words. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, like a small group of people are annoyed that it's not historically accurate. I feel like, at least for the translation stuff, I mean, it's like an interpretation of it, so I don't really understand, you know? She was very critical of it. She was like, I would be ashamed to have my name attached to the screenplay or something like that. I mean, granted, I read only 2 chapters, but like, do you think it's that much of a butcher of the Odyssey?
There are definitely some things missing that I think make Odysseus like a bit more likable as a protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
The main one is, in the book, he sleeps with Calypso on that island that he's there with her, which they didn't include in this at all.
Well, I kind of feel like that was implied.
Yeah, but it was like more... There was no sex in this movie at all, but which there is in the book. There was also, the gods are present in the book. In this, Nolan kind of does this thing throughout where he's like, he mentions the gods, but he's like, you don't have to see them. Like, you know they're there. If, when lightning strikes, you know Zeus is there, like things like that.
I kind of like that, though.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
But she's also, Emily Wilson is very feminist, so I could see how him removing the aspects of like Odysseus being unfaithful and making him like look better, that would bother her. I could see that. But yeah, she was like, her biggest complaints were like, I think she said there was no sex and the food looked bad.
Okay, I mean,
it's like, bro.
But also like, I don't know, the sex is implied. Like, it's not. You don't have to physically show it in the movie to understand that there's sex going on.
So you think watching that he had sex with Calypso, you think?
Yeah. What do you think? They just sat on the beach for 7 years staring at fish?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. He was healing.
I don't like. Isn't there a scene of them holding hands? She's like, I found myself to love you, and there's like a scene in that. Like, I just kind of took it as that she was like taking advantage of him.
Yeah, it is a little weird how she's so butthurt. Like, it's not that different from the book.
Yeah.
I mean, there definitely are differences, but it is pretty straightforward and like follows that similar story, And
then, some people are annoyed about the historical inaccuracy. And for that, I have to say, it's a fucking fiction book. There's nothing historically accurate about it. There's no... Cyclopses aren't real. The gods aren't real.
What?
Odysseus wasn't real. Like, it's all fake.
Yeah, I think it's pretty stupid as well. Yeah. And especially watching the movie, the biggest complaints were Elliot Page and Lupita Nyong'o, who serve like... Lupita Nyong'o is more... I mean, they both actually are kind of central characters, but why does it matter? Like, their race is not relevant at all. Like, it doesn't matter. And they're not like, it doesn't matter. Like...
Yeah, I had someone tell me, like, I heard the woke characters are only in it for 5 minutes. I'm like, you mean what do you mean the woke characters? Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah. Also, in this movie, like, who looked hotter than Helen of Troy? Not many. She's supposed to be the most beautiful woman in the land, So it was believable to me when I saw her. But
I don't know. And they're like, Lupita Nyong'o is a really, really talented actress.
Yeah.
And I know that everything she's in usually does well financially.
Yeah. She does decently well at the box office.
Yeah, Elliot Page, I don't think he's as strong of an actor as Lupita
Yeah.
Nyong'o, but still, not out of the ordinary casting.
I agree. And I think for the character that he plays, because obviously he is just like a little bit smaller than the rest of the soldiers, it kind of makes sense for what happens with
for
his
the
character.
purpose of the story, he's supposed to be depicted as
So I was fine with that. Also, I want to talk about Athena and Zendaya.
Yeah.
She was great, but I love the reveal of he's been seeing Athena this whole time. You think like, okay, Zendaya just is Athena. But in reality, he just sees Zendaya as Athena because Zendaya was an innocent girl who got killed during his raid of Troy. And he constantly looks back and sees her face. And that's like Athena is appearing to him as that girl.
So
I really like that.
I thought it was that he realized like that was Athena when they siege Troy. Because they always like say like, oh, you have Athena's eyes. Like the gods could be among us.
Yeah, like Zeus's law. Like treat others how you want to be treated.
So I kind of took it as like they broke Zeus's law. They went into Troy and they destroyed, and then they ended up killing one of the gods. That's what I took it as. I mean, is that what it is in the book, or?
There isn't really anything like that in the book as far as I remember. There's not, it's not like that scene in particular where he ends up seeing someone get killed in Troy that looks like Athena. I don't remember reading that in the book. I'm pretty sure that's a liberty that Nolan took.
I like it though. It wasn't
your interpretation is different than mine, but I think both are cool in their own way. Yeah. I saw it as like he's just projecting this girl who he saw, who was clearly innocent, get murdered, and he's projecting that face onto Athena, like when Athena comes. Because
I'm actually curious, like what most people think. Yeah, let us know if you're listening. How did you interpret the Athena character? Not character arc, but I guess like plot points and stuff. Yeah, it works either way, honestly.
Yeah, it does, and I could definitely see it being like the Zeus's law thing because they constantly go back to Zeus's law.
Yeah, and then also, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to be the people from the sea.
Yeah.
Especially like when they raided that village, and I was like, oh, I see it now.
Yeah, and I really like speaking about the siege of Troy. That scene, how differently. First of all, I remember watching that because when we saw Project Hail Mary, they played a snippet of the Odyssey. It's only in IMAX 70, and they showed that scene. That was a great scene to show. I kind of wish I saw it for the first time now, but that was like such an intense scene. Yeah. And it was just very well directed and choreographed, and it's just
I had a friend tell me that scene was okay, and it didn't move him. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I guess.
They told me that Troy had better action scenes.
Bro, I haven't seen Troy, so I don't know.
I've seen it. It's not bad. I've seen it like a couple years ago, but
yeah,
come on.
No, I was gonna say I like the juxtaposition of like the scene at the beginning, how we see it, and then at the end when you revisit it, when Odysseus is kind of talking about how they broke Zeus's law and they went too far, and then it shows it from like his perspective, because it constantly like flashes to him throughout the movie. It's like him laying on the ground, looking up.
I think it's just supposed to be like he finally realizes like this was a mistake, like they should have never done this.
Yeah, exactly. I like how when you see it through his eyes at the end, you see not only are they killing the soldiers, they're also pulling people out of their houses. And he says some line of like, it was like 10 years of pent up aggression from the war, like all let out in one siege. I also love just how they did the Trojan horse thing in general, like how they filmed it. And Nolan added his own spin with how like eventually the tide got higher and it like got submerged in water. Yeah. I thought that was really cool. And he said he always, since he was young, had like an image in his head of the Trojan horse, like being half in the water from seeing, or half in the sand from when he watched Planet of the Apes.
I was going to say, it had to be a Planet of the Apes reference.
Yeah. So that was really cool. Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
Did you see what inspired him to make the Odyssey?
No.
He said getting a dog.
Really?
Yeah. And he said that I swear to God, he said like after his first dog passed away, like, it made him think about Odysseus with the dog and about like coming home to the dog, and it inspired him to make the movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Rest in peace to his dog, but he doesn't know what
I'm assuming his childhood dog or something.
He doesn't know that he was responsible for creating Peak.
Yeah.
Would you think of Travis Scott?
He was fine. I don't know, like it was fine.
That was the only one that took me out a little bit. And I honestly think it was intentional that the first two characters you see in the movie is Elliot Page and then Travis Scott instantly. It's like he was like, fuck you guys.
Wait, Elliot Page is the first character you see?
That's the first character you see on screen.
Yeah,
running to the horse.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like he was rage baiting the
wait, time out. Now that I
the
think
crowd
about
a
it,
little
how
bit.
come Travis Scott didn't have any controversy when he got cast?
He did. I mean,
not
as much as Lupita Nyong'o,
I guess
because
she's a woman and she's black too.
It's not even that. It's because she's playing Helen of Troy, the most beautiful woman of all time. Travis Scott is just like some random guy at the time, and like no one really cared about Himesh Patel or Corey Hawkins, who are
No.
I'm pretty sure he's Indian or Pakistani. I think he's Indian. Himesh.
So it's only the woman and the transgender actor.
Yeah, but
interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say Travis Scott's the only one that kind of took me out of it a little bit, because it was just weird. Because I remember when they were talking about it, it was like Nolan was like, "Oh, I wrote this role with you in mind." Like watching that first scene where he's saying all this, bro, that did not have to be Travis Scott. Like that could have been anyone.
Yeah,
that's why it seems like stunt casting a little bit.
But did you know, like did you like read why he wanted to cast him?
Because his kids like the music or something?
No.
Why?
He was like, he wanted this person to be like a modern day storyteller, and in his eyes, what?
No, I said I see. It's like a poet.
It's like a poet. Yeah, that's what he was going for. Yeah. Which, maybe I didn't really. It was fine. Like it wasn't. I wasn't like, oh my god, Travis Scott was so good, and but it's fine. I get what he was going for. I don't really know if it's all right. I don't know. Yeah. Also, who's someone we didn't mention at all? John Bernthal and Pattinson as well. There's so many people in this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is like one of the best ensemble casts we've ever seen. That's why, I mean, in my opinion, I know some people are like, they should have cast all Greek actors and it should have been like super realistic. Would you rather have had Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, Zendaya, like this all-star cast, or would you rather have just had it be made with like random Greek people? Because listen, I know there are talented Greek actors and actresses out there. That's not what I'm saying, but they're not as many that are on this level that you can create this ensemble cast. So which would you rather have?
I agree.
I'm choosing this cast.
Yeah, so am I.
But maybe I'm too anti-woke for that statement. That one friend that's too woke, like the opposite.
I what you call it? I agree with you, dude. I don't understand why people had so many like nitpick issues with things that don't really matter in this movie.
Yeah.
What about? Also, I want to mention too one last thing. A big takeaway I had from this movie as well is that I would really like Nolan to do a horror movie. There's some like very intense scene. I mean, like I wasn't like scared per se, but definitely the scene that sticks out to me the most, and probably my favorite scene in the movie, was the Calypso turning the men into pigs.
Or Cersei.
Cersei, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Honestly, really good use of like practical effects, and like I don't think Nolan's really never done anything like that before.
I'm trying to think, like
think of his movies. Has there ever really been anything akin to that?
I mean, Oppenheimer had that scene where, remember where he's in like that auditorium?
Oh, and they're all like skeletons.
Yeah, that was kind of like scary. That was kind of scary. Yeah, in a different way though.
Different. This is more like body horror. Honestly. Yeah, and I don't know, the way like she just like it was like them eating too as well was really like weird.
And there's this sense of like dread building up in the scene from when Odysseus shoots the deer, and it's like cutting between them eating and like he's walking up to the deer and realizes that it's actually a man.
Yeah,
it's like that is something that would be straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
So I would like to see him do horror, and he said he'd be interested in it. And there is this sort of new trend of horror movies being accepted at the Academy Awards now.
Yeah.
Like Sinners, The Substance. It seems like Obsession this year might have some stuff.
I wonder if Nolan would take a crack at one of like the classic monsters, because Universal has the rights.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we talked about it. It's impossible because of Paramount, but I think he would be a great director for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
there is like that mind-bending element that he's really into, like dream sequences,
I mean,
like playing with time. I could see him doing a really good Nightmare on Elm Street. I just don't know if he'd be able to do the comedic side.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, and
That's a huge part of it.
that is a big part. Yeah, like I see him more as doing like sci-fi horror. Like I don't know, I don't really see him as someone that's doing a horror movie with like I don't want to say a villain,
A
'cause
slasher?
That's obviously really broad, but like a you know like a Freddy Krueger-esque.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Hellraiser. Hellraiser
Yeah.
could be interesting. I don't know.
We
But
haven't had
yeah.
movement on that in a while.
I would like him to see him do a horror movie.
Yeah, I would too. I feel like it's either going to be like a really classic like story or it's going to be an original.
Yeah. What did you think of Anne Hathaway in this?
She was great. She was really good, honestly.
I didn't think she was that great, in my opinion. I don't know.
I felt like she wore a lot of her emotions on her sleeve in the performance, and you can really see, like, you know, not even. And I like the aspect that they include that, like, they're like, oh, we need a king, we need a king. And there's a line. It's like, my 20 years of experience on the throne aren't worth as much as the Brussels on your face.
Yeah.
Talking to Tom Holland, talking about how just because he's a man, and he'll be able to sit the throne with zero experience, and she's been basically the king essentially of Ithaca for 20 years, and they're like, oh, we need a king. And it was like an interesting perspective.
Yeah. I think she was overacting a little bit, but I
That's
do
fair.
like her character a lot. I just think the performance was like a little bit Oscar baity, in my opinion. Pattinson, I think, was great.
Yeah.
He's a great villain. He kind of is like the villain of the movie, I guess. Because
he's very easy to dislike.
Yeah, he's the real threat to Odysseus stealing his wife, potentially. You know? What was your favorite scene? What do you think?
The Cersei scene.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. Mine is probably between that. I love his return, obviously. Like the build up of, you know, the men hyping him up to string the bow.
That's Odysseus, and
he's like, you're Odysseus. Like as he's saying the last syllable of the word. Yeah, for lack of a better term, yeah, he gets kirked. But yeah, that was a great scene.
Yeah.
I think like the fight scene that follows that is not as great, but I think like the build up to that moment is good.
I feel like Nolan is like not the best with like fight choreography and fight scenes, but the tension around the scenes that he builds like makes up for it.
Yeah, I mean, look at The Dark Knight Rises. That is a notoriously bad choreographed fight scene movie. I don't know if that was I said all those words, you know what I meant, but they might have been in the wrong order.
Now that you mention that, dude, besides the Batman, I don't think a lot of the Batman movies have good action sequences.
In general?
Yeah.
I mean, the Batman, I think, there's like that hallway.
The hallway, and then also the thing of him in the stadium.
Yeah.
No, the Batman's like the only one, I think. The rest, like, I'm trying to think of a good Batman fight from like another Batman film. What?
The Flash, Michael Keaton Batman.
Where he kills Zod, or what, he's like 7 years old.
Where he flies the Batjet into a spaceship and blows himself up.
Oh, I forgot he kills himself at the end.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a non-Batman thing to do. But
yeah,
we're getting off topic here.
Yeah, anyway.
What about a favorite character?
It's really tough. Honestly, Himesh Patel. I like that he's Damon's kind of like pulls him back to reality in a lot of situations. And he's kind of like I feel like the most, I don't want to say it. Like he seems like an everyday man, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of like the not the normal person, but like there's all these really like important kind of political figures, and he's just like a random soldier essentially. He's just trying to get home. Yeah, I'd like to, and then it's either him or John Leguizamo.
Close.
How did you say it?
Leguizamo. Yeah.
He was great as well.
AKA Luigi.
Yeah, I saw him. Oh, he's from The Menu. That's what he's in. That's the last time I saw him.
Yeah, he's good in The Menu.
Yeah.
For me, surprisingly enough, John Leguizamo as Eumaeus was my favorite character in the movie. I don't know why. He did such a great job.
Yeah.
And it's such an out of character performance for him. This is Sid from Ice Age, this guy.
Yeah.
And like
he said like this is he's like, I've been waiting for a role like this my entire life.
Yeah, and he really, he did a great job in that role. I just really bought into his character, and I just loved where his character stood in the story as well, and along with a great performance.
Oh, I thought he was Italian. He's Colombian.
Yeah, well, he made that whole mess about Chris Pratt getting cast as Mario. Did he play Luigi or Mario in that movie?
I think he played Luigi. Because Mario was like fat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that really quick. Let me check that.
He's not, my God.
Yeah, how far back is Mario, bro? I can't even find it.
No, it's pretty high up, Mario. Because I saw him before. Bro, this guy does not turn down a paycheck. Holy shit.
Yeah. John Leguizamo plays Luigi Mario. And
Bob Hoskins plays... Oh, that's the dude from Roger Rabbit.
Bob Hoskins plays Mario. I think they said their last name is Mario. That's so weird.
Anyway, let's continue. Actually, no. Let's go to ratings.
No, not yet. There's a couple more scenes I want to talk about. Okay. One scene that a lot of people are talking about that I personally was a little underwhelmed by was the siren scene. What did you think of that scene?
I liked it. I liked the score. I kind of like that they make it just like a really simple, like kind of light song. I don't know why. I don't know what I was expecting in that scene, but honestly, the weakest scene in the movie for me is when they go in between he has to choose between the whirlpool and the. I just feel like you can kind of tell like Nolan didn't really give a fuck about that scene and just was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, he was forced to use a CGI monster.
Yeah,
and he hated it. But yeah, I just feel like that siren scene. I wish there would have been a little bit more there.
Fair.
The reveal of the siren song not being like a pleasant thing to listen to was kind of interesting. Where like Odysseus was basically like going insane. I thought that was kind of cool. But I just
that picture of him is like mad funny of him just like screaming.
Yeah. New reaction. So I was talking about the siren scene. I don't know if you what.
No, I was gonna. Well, it's a different scene. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you noticed this in the siren scene, but when they pass by and you like see the woman there, there's a bunch of like manatees with them. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that. Actually,
I actually really like that. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to how like where sailors back in the day, like where the idea of mermaids came about was that they saw manatees in the water and they were just like so drunk or like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember like reading something that Christopher Columbus fucked a manatee.
I mean, that might just be a rumor, but I don't know about that one. It could be the truth.
He got drunk and thought it was a mermaid.
I mean, maybe.
That's where I've heard. That's like because what you're saying, like that's how I've heard of that before is from that story.
Listen, some people got to do some research and let us know. But yeah, I just really like that because that was like an interesting fact because I'm kind of like I'm interested in like cryptids a little bit like in general. So I've seen videos before about like mermaids and stuff. And I remember seeing that like sailors would mistake manatees and think that they were women after like being stuck at sea for however long. Hallucinating. So yeah, that was interesting. What other scene were you going to talk about?
The Cyclops.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that.
Like I just the idea of them bringing this 10-foot tall puppet into a cave in Greece is just like such a cool idea, and it looks great. It looks literally like there's got to be some type of like added visual effects. It looks like a human. Like it.
Well, there obviously is. I mean, if you look at what the puppet looks like, there's like behind the scenes photos of it. It's literally on strings.
Yeah.
So what I think, I don't know this for a fact, but what would make the most sense to me is they filmed separately. They filmed a dude dressed up as the Cyclops with paint, whatever, the makeup on his eye, doing whatever he had to do for the scenes. I think I saw behind the scenes thing where they made like edible little people that when you bit them, like blood squirted out.
That's actually
for him to eat. Yeah. And then I think they also filmed Matt Damon and his crew in the cave with that giant puppet so that when they were reacting to the Cyclops scenes, doing stuff, they actually felt the scale of it. So it led to better performances. And then they put those two together, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I assume they did. So, I mean, technically it's visual effects, but it's done practical. It's like two different practical
it's
things
not like they're
combined,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
The only real big VFX thing is that creature that we talked about. Besides that, it's all pretty much done practically. And the behind the scenes, like how they filmed it, is just so cool to me.
I remember that was the big thing. It was like they were flying. I remember like they were flying pieces of the puppet into then it would be like, excuse me, like there'd be like a leg on a fucking helicopter. It's like, oh, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey filming in a cave, and like I don't know, but
yeah, just in general, them filming like the fully IMAX camera thing is just so interesting.
Did you see the thing of them like filming the dolphin scene where the dolphins come out? That wasn't scripted. Like that was that's just like so it's so cool. It shows the benefits of just filming on location.
Yeah, exactly. Like not in the volume like Marvel does.
Yeah, like we'll talk about the Doomsday thing in a little bit.
Yeah.
But.
Have you seen the size of the IMAX cameras? They are like they're massive. They're massive.
Yeah, I'm sure, dude. Yeah.
And there would be scenes that they were filming where they wanted to get two people in conversation, but the camera was so big that you couldn't see the other person. So they basically like rigged up mirrors in a way where you can like see the other person's reactions live while you're recording your scenes.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, like how they had these workarounds for it. That's why honestly, like production interests me in general as like a career, maybe. I mean,
well, I don't know if it's production, but a good friend of mine he's in the union that they build the movie sets.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. It would be cool to like design that, even stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. He worked on. He does shows too. The biggest thing he did was probably the Gilded Age.
Wow, really cool. Didn't he work on Deadpool and Wolverine?
My other friend did. I remember because he was like, oh, this person's in this, and he's not into comic books. So I was like, how the fuck do you know that? So I was like, definitely in it.
Not to dox him, you can't leak who we saw on set.
I can't leak my sources. But
yeah, I remember you telling me that, and it's funny because the guy, I was like, there's no way, but then the guy actually was in it. So it's like a little fly in my room flying around. I think we can get to ratings here, though. I don't know if you have. I'm trying to think. I don't want to like leave anything else out because this was. I guess for the box office.
Oh yeah, it's fucking doing insane. It's gonna be like probably it's R rated, right?
I don't know. Actually, is it?
I think it is.
Let me look that up.
Actually, maybe it's not because it doesn't really feel. Actually, maybe that I don't know.
What in it?
The pig stuff.
Oh, it is. It is rated R. Wow.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the highest grossing R-rated film of all time.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I remember during the Barbenheimer craze, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, like Oppenheimer only made this much money because of the Barbie thing. Like his next movie is not going to do that well. It's just like this craze that it happened to align with Barbie." And Nolan is shutting all those people up. Yeah. Let me tell you. And any like production company that was using that excuse, like I was just using, as to maybe not give him whatever he wants, is going to change their tune. He's going to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants next.
Yeah.
Which
I feel like he likes Universal because they just let him do whatever he wants, so he's just going to stay with them.
Yeah. I mean, he was with Warner. There was like that big thing of him with Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah, with Tenet. Because they didn't release Tenet.
Yeah. I mean, he'll probably take a break though, because apparently this was like a very demanding shoot. It took like,
I can imagine.
I think they said like 100 days of shooting, which is a lot, especially in these conditions, you know?
Yeah, and like you're on set, you know. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm interested to see what he'll do next. Oh, the rating. Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. It's the best movie of the year. This is a movie that we'll probably show our kids, and our kids will show their kids. This is a movie that will be spoken about for years to come, decades to come, in my opinion.
Damn. Very, very well said. Very strong review. I agree with you for the most part. I gave it a 4.5 stars, 9 out of 10. I do agree with your points. I think that this is going to be a movie that ages very well, and it's going to be like the Odyssey story, the hero's journey story. I just think there are some flaws in the acting. There are certain scenes that I didn't love. And I feel like for it to be a 5 out of 5, it really has to resonate with me.
That's fair.
It really has to resonate with me. And there were certain aspects that I wasn't like 100% on. Excuse me, I wasn't 100% on. So 9 out of 10, but like a high 9. I really enjoyed it. So
9.5. Oh yeah, 9. Never mind.
Yeah, 9. But yeah, it seems like, and I'm looking like my mutuals on Letterboxd. I haven't seen a review under a 4 at all. I don't know about you.
Well, I know 2 kids that I know that gave it a 3.5.
Estimate.
That's the ones that said Troy was a 4.5.
I'm trying to see what I'm going to log into my Letterboxd. I want to see what Cass gave it because she's been like getting less and less high on this movie as we've talked about it. I want to see if she changed.
I feel like the lowest you can really go is a 4.
Yeah, agreed. But let's see. Hold on. Let's see what Cass gave it. Cass gave it a 4. Okay. I'm looking at my.
I didn't review it yet. And like Letterboxd it. And
Let's go,
granted, also
yeah.
for those, my reviews are subject to change because people's opinions change. So
Yeah, of course. Have
um,
you rated it on Letterboxd or no? Not yet.
no, not yet.
It's hard to like stay updated on there, honestly.
With work and shit, and fucking everyone's getting married now, and yeah.
It's always
It's really tough. When I was like just doing nursing and like that was it, like I was literally banging them out every day. But now actually I'm off for like 4 days. I'm only like
yeah.
5 or 6 behind right now. I uploaded a bunch.
Dude, I like don't watch movies anymore. Besides going to the theater, it's bad.
So tough, dude. It's really tough.
I'm constantly doing something, especially having a
Yeah.
girlfriend. Like I love my girlfriend, and I love doing things that are not watching movies. And I'm so happy that she likes to watch movies, so that I can do that with her as
Yeah.
well. But there's so much
no
to do.
time.
There's so much to
Yeah.
do. I can't just sit there. There was one year, I think I watched 500 movies in a
Yeah, you
year.
were telling me about that.
How is that even? I can't even fathom that now.
Yeah, bro.
500 a year.
We'll get like that when we're retired one day. We'll just bang out movies every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm constantly like making clips for the podcast. I'm trying to figure shit out with FlickPicked, like
Yeah.
my FlickPicked hats over there. The app got fucking denied from the App Store. I gotta figure that out.
Did they tell you why?
They said that they ran into a bug when they were going through it, which is like when you go to add a photo, you know how like on your iPhone you can click like use camera, which no one does. They said when they click that, it like crashed the app. So I have to figure out what the fuck happened there. I'm not a coder. I don't know, but I'll try my best. But whatever.
Yeah.
Besides the point.
Let's get to the
Yeah,
news.
let's move on to the movie news here.
Let me pull it up. I just had to move my phone for a second. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. No.
Nah, me. She's sleeping. I'll read the first one just once you get back in frame. Tell me when you're good.
Okay. I'm good.
All right, so we've talked about this a little before, the God of War live action series that's going to release on Prime. And we talked about Ryan Hurst being cast as Kratos. We got a first look at him. We didn't love it. Well, he is going to officially be recast because he suffered a major injury on set. I believe he tore a pec or tore his bicep. So it's going to take, I think they said like 6 months.
6 to 8 months recovery, yeah. So they were just like, you're out.
Yeah, which I mean, in terms of like a business perspective, I completely understand.
I get it. It just
people are on
sucks.
schedules, but imagine this being like a break in your career, dude. Just
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
It
I really
sucks,
hope
dude.
that like the injury wasn't due to like negligence on the part of the crew or something like that, you know?
But a bicep, tearing your bicep is like, if it had to just be like a freak thing, he was throwing something or,
Yeah,
it's not like he did I don't know, actually.
It's a
He
shame.
injured an ankle or anything like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like something fell and he tore his bicep.
So now it's like, who should play him now? We had these conversations before Ryan Hurst was cast.
And they got to do it fast. So I'm assuming the guy's got to be in shape already.
Bro, John Bernthal.
He's too small, though. He's so small.
I mean, he could bulk up.
In 2 months? They're going to
He's jacked, though.
Like,
he's jacked. He's the Punisher. He's not like small.
Yeah, but you could be jacked, but doesn't like Kratos has got to be big, like a fucking like a unit. You know what I mean?
That's true. Triple H. A lot of people said that.
What about Alan Rickman?
I don't know. I
don't
guess
know how
he
he
could
look with a beard, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. But he is big enough.
But he's an Amazon guy.
He's definitely big enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, they might panic and just be like, "Fuck, who do we cast?"
Like, I guess. Why don't they release it simultaneously when the games come out? Because they already announced they're doing another God of War game with Kratos.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess like people are on schedules. I don't know. But it's interesting because they filmed. I think they said they filmed 2 episodes already. I'm pretty sure, and they're filming seasons 1 and 2 back to back. So they're gonna like just refilm those first 2 episodes. I bet there's gonna be like when it comes out shots where it'll be like Kratos in the background or like him from behind, and it'll be Ryan Hurst, and they just like reused it.
Do you think like because they filmed 4 episodes already, you think they're just gonna be like, fuck it, like episode 5 just a new, like they're not even
No. They said in that article, it said they're gonna refilm what they filmed already, but they're not every scene has Kratos in it, so they don't have to like refilm everything. But
it sucks, man. But anyway, next bit of news: a live action film about the about Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog is in the works. Coleman Domingo is set to co-write the script. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Why do they keep making these?
I don't understand. And actually, The Princess and the Frog is actually a really good movie, and I think it's actually one of the few ones that could work in live action. But I don't know. This had to be like Coleman Domingo like approached them about this. There's no way that they were just like, you know what I mean?
Especially after like the struggles of Moana.
Yeah,
And
like
what was the one before it? Little Mermaid, I think, didn't do that well.
They were supposed to do like a animated Princess Tiana show, and I remember reading about like they sent animators to New Orleans to get inspiration and things like that, and then they just canned it. So I don't know if it's that script and now it's live action.
I don't know.
Because you know they did that with the Moana too, so who knows, honestly.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people want Jafar Jackson to play the prince.
That's actually a pretty good pick, honestly.
I think that's a great
looks
idea.
Like the guy. Yeah.
He does. He looks like him, and obviously a great singer.
Yeah.
That would be the only thing that would bring me interest in this movie.
Coleman Domingo, if he plays that like voodoo guy.
Yeah, that would be cool
too. That would be kind of cool, actually.
If they get a cool cast here, I don't know who could play the princess. Maybe Jamie Lawson from Sinners, maybe.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, it's got to be someone that could do like a southern, you know.
Yeah.
Because The Princess and the Frog is actually like a really good movie.
It is, yeah. It is. It's fun, and I love the setting too.
Yeah, and the songs are great.
Yeah, the villain's good.
Yeah.
I agree. This is one that could work in live action.
It's not like it's like a made up land. Like it's fucking New Orleans. Like it's a real place.
Yeah.
This is a side note about so random, but now that I'm thinking about New Orleans, bro, there's people that go to Disney and go to the New Orleans like area of Disney, but they will not go to New Orleans. That's like fucking a 2-hour flight from Orlando.
Bro, but there's no hidden Mickeys.
I know there's no hidden Mickeys, but I don't like. I don't know why. I was just thinking about that. Like that fucking bothers me.
Yeah, but, I mean the Disney adults are strange. Obviously, I wonder why there's no like Universal adults. I mean, there are, but they're not.
They are, but like it's not.
It's also a little less weird for Universal because it's
geared more towards like older, not old. You know, I say like 12 to 15 and up.
Yeah, I would say like preteen to teenagers.
Yeah,
and then into like our age group, I still think is good, and you know, but like Disney honestly, like there's like infants walking around. You know,
if we were gonna go to Florida, I'd be like more interested in going to Universal than I mean, Epcot's cool with like the drinking, and they're gonna have a Muppets roller coaster, but we're getting off topic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can move on though. Yeah, so this we're gonna be late on it as we usually are on these things, but we got our first trailer for Avengers Doomsday finally. And Joe, I'll let you take this away.
Not looking good. I don't like this at all. It looks very bland. It literally looks like you take a bunch of toys from a toy box and just like, that's like what I feel like when I'm watching this movie, when I'm watching this trailer. And there's another thing that I saw, that there was a line where like Doom is like hell bends to me or something like that.
That's in like the leaked Comic-Con trailer.
Which, first of all, I don't know if you guys know anything about Dr. Doom. That's not true at all. His mom is like, the whole big thing about his character is that Mephisto trapped his mother's soul in hell. And like, so like saying hell bends to me is just like, I don't know why that bothered me so much. I'm like, do you not read the fucking source material? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like I know it's a small line. It's a stupid line, but like, I don't know. If I'm like a Joe Schmo that like picks up a comic once in a while and reads it and I know that,
something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
I think people are being a little harsh on the trailer, a little. And I'll tell you why. One, I love that Thor narration. I don't know why. I just thought it was a great narration. When he's like,
dude, do not fall for the jiggling keys. This is
it's not jingling keys, bro. He's like, I fought with heroes way stronger than who we have against foes that I've been way less scared of, and they all died fighting them. And then it just like shows the power of Doom, and they're scared. And I feel like that is kind of like it's on purpose that this Avengers team is very underpowered. Like I feel like they want that threat to be bigger.
Well, I don't think it's on purpose. It's just like they haven't developed the movies well, so it's like fuck it, let's just throw like a.
I don't know, because there are stronger people that aren't on the team, like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Hulk. They could have been in it.
But and also like Thor should be stronger than Doom. Thor's a god.
Yeah, but maybe this is God Emperor Doom. I mean, Thor has lost to people before.
I don't like that. I also don't like that we're doing Doom without like a proper Doom introduction.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just very weird. I don't know.
The other thing that I want to add, though, as to why I think people are being a little too harsh on it, is this really doesn't show us much from the movie. All of this trailer could have been like within the same 30-minute chunk of the movie. I think they're hiding a lot of like the last couple acts. Because
I have an idea of what's going to happen.
If you think about when we got those smaller teasers, remember, this is all kind of like footage from that, like the X-Men in their mansion, you know, what Fantastic Four meeting the Wakandans, whatever it was.
Also,
that's like
time out. Sorry, I just gotta.
Okay.
The fucking Russos, the exact opposite. They're like literally, if you go in the definition, the dictionary, and look up the definition aura, they're the exact fucking opposite. All the cool shit about Namor and all the kind of like I don't know if it's like Aztec or like kind of Latin American culture like influenced in that or baked into that story, completely gone in this movie. There's not a semblance of any of that in this, which sucks because that's a really cool part of the character in my opinion. The costumes were cool. The whole like, you know, Atlantis, I guess. Yeah, like it was kind of like an Aztec influenced Atlantis, which just all looks sick. Completely gone. We have the famous Joe and what's the other guy's name?
Anthony.
So gray in every fucking scene. It's just like I don't know, man. I cannot wait for the Russos to get the fuck away from this franchise, dude.
Well, they got another Avengers after this.
They're not good at making movies.
Bro, but are you gonna say like Infinity War and Endgame are not good? I mean,
take away something that doesn't come from another, like where they have to actually develop the story and not from pulling from other things from comics, and they cannot make a good movie.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this pulls from comics.
Electric State, which apparently the book is fantastic, was horrible.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The Gray Man sucks.
Gray Man I kind of liked, but yeah.
All right, like 2.5. That's like their best movie ever outside of Marvel, and it's like okay.
Yeah.
They had that random show with Tom Holland that sucked.
I don't disagree with you. I'll just say that I still am excited for Doomsday.
And I have this movie in fantasy, so like it's not like I'm like, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'm so fucking done with the Russos, man. It's on site if I ever see them.
Yeah, you're taking them out.
Oh, I didn't even know this, actually. There's going to be a new Jennifer's Body, and Megan Fox will reportedly return for the sequel.
This is fun. Yeah, I really like I like Jennifer's Body a lot.
Do you think Amanda Seyfried?
Seyfried
will come back?
I think so. I feel like she would. I feel like this could be fun. I just don't know what they would do with the story.
Maybe her daughter. I don't know.
Yeah, they could. I don't know. This is just fun news. I feel like Megan Fox isn't really in that much like mainstream stuff nowadays. She was in FNAF. She was in FNAF, but besides that, she was in like all these weird little movies.
Fucking like AI robot one.
Yeah, and then she was in one with Bruce Willis as well.
She probably honestly just has so much money from Transformers. She doesn't really need. She probably just does like things that she finds interesting.
Yeah. And like just marries MGK as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
That was like a small thing I want to talk about. Next thing is we got a better trailer. We got our trailer for Clayface, a new trailer for Clayface. So what did you think of it, Joe?
I liked it. I think this is the best trailer they've released so far. There's a lot of there's definitely more polished like body horror effects, and honestly, it looks great. Some really interesting, like a couple shots I really thought were interesting. Like one of them where he gets punched in the face and like the face like slides. I don't know why. I thought that was so cool. The way they're like contextualizing Clayface, I think is really interesting. And even there's a shot where you can see he's probably turning into like the Clayface form, and it looked practical, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think his final design won't be like, at least the face will be CG.
Yeah.
Which I think for this character is good.
I heard that he's supposed to look like the Arkham Clayface, which would be pretty cool.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah. And also, the rumor right now is that if Clayface does well, he's going to appear in The Brave and the Bold.
That would be cool. I mean, it is kind of a dark villain, especially based on
I'm assuming they'll make him like a side villain. He's not really he's not like someone will hire him or something.
Yeah, like how much of a big threat could he really be to Batman?
Batman's going to throw like ice at him or something, and he doesn't move.
Like him disguising himself as other people is more interesting in terms of like a villain to Batman. But yeah, I like the trailer as well. I like that they kind of showed why or how he's going to become Clayface. He's this like famous actor that his face gets disfigured. I think because he like slept with someone, like a daughter of a mob boss or something. Was that what it was? And the mob
Or he
slices.
owes some money or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And then he goes to get this experimental surgery. That's where Naomi Aki's character is going to come into play. It's interesting. I like it. I think it
looks good.
It's a nice change of pace for the DCU.
For the DC, yeah. It feels very different from anything they've done.
Yeah, to go from Superman to Supergirl, which are kind of like similar-ish.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely different, but same kind of vibe, to something like this.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
This I feel like, well, one thing that's interesting too is like I feel like none of the Supergirl press is really going to affect this just because it's so drastically different.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, same thing with Lanterns, which we'll talk about in a little bit. This will most likely make a profit because it was only made for like $40 million.
Yeah, I think it definitely will make a profit.
It's a Batman villain. Like people know who Clayface is. He's not
as long as they push it as like it's a horror movie, people will be interested in go see it.
And so far, it seems like it. So far, it doesn't seem like it's being pushed as a
I feel like if they took the DC label off, this would make more money. Honestly,
probably
at this point,
honestly,
which is kind of crazy to say.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Mike Flanagan wrote it, right?
Yeah, he wrote the script.
And I know that there's 2 Batman the Animated Series episodes this is based off of, and those are both like very good. So there's like a story there, and in that episode, like Batman's not really in it. It's more just about like how Clayface becomes Clayface.
Yeah.
So very exciting. So we got our first trailer to Avatar 7 Heavens, which has been released. The series follows earthbending twins after a world-shattering disaster where one discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. This actually looks pretty interesting. Paramount is just dropping this all the episodes one day on October 9th. It's such a shame because the Avatar franchise is so good, but the studio just does not give a fuck about this franchise. They have the movie they just released. It was leaked for like months. They're only releasing it in 2 theaters. I mean, 2 places in the United States. And it's just like, this show could probably do well if they targeted the right people for it, but they just don't.
Yeah, it's weird that they just don't care about this franchise at all.
Yeah, because there is a base for it. It's not like it's, Yeah,
there's definitely a big fan base for it. It's probably one of the most popular animes out there.
It's not
at least in the US.
It's not an anime.
Avatar?
Yeah. It's like X-Men 97. It's just an animated series.
It's just a cartoon?
Yeah.
I would classify it as an anime.
It's made in the US. It's not an anime.
Let me look that up.
Is Avatar an anime?
Yeah, I'm just curious. It's not. Okay, you're right.
Also, for those of the Avatar fans, bro, these writers hate Korra. Oh my god. She's like considered, like, she always gets shit on for being the worst Avatar. She has like this thing happen in the 2nd season that like is like a huge deal with the Avatar like lineage. And basically in this trailer, they're showing like she's the reason why the world ended. I'm like, god damn. They can't give Korra a fucking break, dude.
She's the Avatar at some point?
She's the Avatar after Aang, but she's like not the best Avatar.
Is that what Legend of Korra is about?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like, well, honestly, like it's just Aang was so good and like the best one, and then she just is like such a disappointment compared to him. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna watch. I mean, I'm gonna watch the Avatar show. I mean, the Avatar movie tomorrow, which I'm excited about. The show's amazing. Like the original show is so good.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of trailers just because of Comic-Con going on, but the next trailer is for Ebeneezer, which is a new film based on A Christmas Carol, which stars Johnny Depp, and this does not look good. It does not look good at all, in my opinion. And they're really the thing is, I think this will make money. They're really pushing it as like, this is Johnny Depp's return. There's that line in the trailer where it's like,
he's like, I'm back. It's good to be back.
He's literally like, it's good to be back.
I just continue. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say they also have when the text comes on screen, like, you know him as Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands. They call him like the Master of Misfits or something.
Yeah, like
they're really pushing this, and honestly, I think we're far, like, enough time has been removed from that court case that like people don't care anymore. I think people are gonna go see this.
President right now, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't.
It's sad. It's just the sad reality of just people do not really care about sexual assault. It doesn't really,
Yeah. Although in this case, I don't think it was sexual assault. I think it was domestic violence. But either way,
I'm sorry. I'm not too familiar. I just, granted, any crimes. In general,
of course,
but
it is like a weird thing because if someone like commits domestic violence, that's obviously horrible. They should go to jail. Whatever. They should get some penalty? Should they not be able to work again after that?
I mean, working and starring in a massive multi-million-dollar movie for Paramount are a little different.
I know, but it's also his job. He's an actor.
Get a different job. Something happened to me and I lost my nursing license. What would I do? Would I just be like, oh, I can't work anymore. I'm not a nurse.
That's true, but if you committed a crime that had nothing to do with nursing,
I could still lose my license.
You could.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm not a Johnny Depp defender.
No, I know
or
you're
anything.
not.
I'm just trying to I'm trying to have a little
conversation.
I'm trying to have a little conversation here. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I don't, because he's probably has so much money from Pirates and from all the other franchises he's been in. He does not need to work. If he wanted to retire, I guarantee you he could.
Yeah, he could, bro. Definitely.
You know, I don't like that. It's like weird. I don't know. Like
the movie itself just doesn't look good in my opinion.
He's old. It's like, you know, but
I did like how he went to Hall H or not Hall H.
Humiliation ritual.
He went to Comic-Con dressed as this character. It's kind of like
he did that for Fantastic Beasts too.
But at least it shows like some sort of passion that he actually cares. Like
I think it's a studio.
I don't know. I mean,
the signed dotted line, you're going to fucking Comic-Con.
That's true.
Who else are they going to bring out? Paramount. They're not, like, they're too busy trying to fucking, I don't know. What are they? Actually, I don't even think the Warner Brothers buyout's happening anymore.
Well, it is, but it got delayed until like, it got pushed back, but it's going to happen.
New York is one of the states that signed against it.
Yeah, it's going to happen. They're not going to be able to stop it, but please. But yeah, we can move on. I just wanted to mention this, like the Latverian witches thing, what you thought about that, because that was kind of a big thing.
Nice to see the Russo's using color for once.
There's 3 separate color witches that seem to be like part of Doom's crew or something.
I wonder which witch with the... I just like, it's going to be Scarlet Witch, one of them's going to be Sylvie, and then there's probably going to be like...
Clea?
I don't even know.
Maybe maybe Clea, the purple.
Maybe Clea. Yeah, Clea. Actually, that's it. Clea's the purple one. And then it's gonna be there's gonna be a red one with Scarlet Witch, and then probably a green one for. Is there a green one?
Yeah, there's a green and orange and a purple.
The orange, I don't know, but
orange could
definitely
be
Clea, Scarlet Witch, and Sylvie or Loki, whatever.
Yeah, I do like how it's pretty much confirmed. Like Doctor Doom is going to be magic based and tech, because I feel like a lot of the other Fantastic Four movies, they don't really dive into the magic that much,
or even the Latveria part.
Yeah, so I do like this. This is like one thing about Doom that they're getting right is his magic base.
I don't know. The bar's on the floor. To be fair,
true.
You know, they just because they like acknowledge it. I don't know, but yeah, you're true. It's right. Like, but we've just not haven't really had any good Doom adaptations like ever. He'll be the best by far.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, next bit of news. Can I talk about the next 2 actually? Because the next one I really talk about. So we got our first trailer to Lanterns, which is going to come out in like 3 weeks, which is crazy. It's August 16th.
Closer to 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, closer.
This is the first like plot trailer we get where we kind of understand the story and the dynamic. I really like Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. It sucks that he's not like 20 years younger, because he would have been perfect for like a young Hal Jordan. I love his look, like the Friday Night Lights vibe. I don't know if that's where I've seen him mostly from, is Friday Night Lights. That's kind of what in my head, like, that's what I think of as Green Lantern, like Hal Jordan. That kind of like figure. So like the actor is good. It's just I wish he was younger.
It's a great trailer, but I mean, in order to do Jon Stewart, I feel like you have to make Hal older. Or no, are they ever? Because
no, usually Hal's like the older one in the scenario. Or they make them like the same age.
Yeah. So I think for this story it works. I do really like the trailer. I think this is a major improvement on the last trailer. You also get a look at Sinestro. I do still think there's like a lot that they're not showing us.
Yeah, I don't even like, honestly, all the clips could be like from one episode, honestly.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be like hour-long episodes that release weekly,
which is nice.
Well,
it's like it's the HBO people's, you know.
Yeah, we also got to look at the villains that are called Manhunters.
Yeah, so I was doing a little research. So originally they said the Manhunters, and they showed a scene of somebody transforming, like for that little disguise of human. So I initially thought like the White Martians, and maybe they just call them Manhunters because like they transform, they're space-based. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But apparently it's they're called it's like a separate villain called the Manhunters, which according to whatever like DC wiki I was reading, they were created by the Guardians. The Guardians, like from Green Lantern,
yeah.
they were the initial space police, but they have no emotion. They're the opposite of how Lanterns are driven by emotion. They have no emotion. So in their heads, the only way to get rid of crime is to get rid of emotion by killing everybody.
Yeah. So I see.
I don't really.
So what
know
about the
how
shape shifting thing? That's just like their power.
That I don't really know. I don't know if they added that. If that's new. Not really sure. But
I feel like it will end up being White Martians, and then it's going to be maybe like Martian Manhunter will get introduced at the end because he is apparently in Man of Tomorrow.
Martian Manhunter, really?
Yeah, he like appeared on a casting grid. I think that's like one of those rumors that was not confirmed, but
we'll see.
Yeah, and then I sent this thing because I know you told me you liked it. So
for those of you who don't know, I'm a big Absolute Universe fan. I'm not gonna go and get my books, but they're over there. It's been such a fun experience, like seeing all these new takes on the characters. And in Absolute Wonder Woman, they revealed the design for Cheetah, and it's fucking amazing. I think it's one of the coolest design villains I've seen in a long time. And Matt, I don't know if you know, for context with the story, it's not. I forgot who the original Cheetah is, but it's played in this one. It's Barbara Minerva, who's like kind of an original character, and she's friends with Diana. Like she's good friends with her.
I think Minerva is the Cheetah normally, isn't it?
It's like so in the Absolute, like there's another Cheetah that dies, and they're trying to get her to become the new Cheetah, and then it's essentially like they trick her. They're like, oh, like Diana only sees you as like a weakness, like she like, and they convince like, oh, you'll be her equal, and they get her to whatever. I don't know what she has to do to become Cheetah, but it's like the way it's designed, like specifically her face. It's like they pull back the front of her face, so it's like on the top of her head.
Yeah,
and it looks like just like she's like suffering in agony. Like it's really body horror-esque. I'm so excited to see how this is gonna like look, and it's cool because in the comics, Wonder Woman has like a personal relationship with this character.
Yeah, it does look great. I'm looking at what you were saying. So Barbara Minerva is like the normal Cheetah in regular DC. It looks like there was another Cheetah named Priscilla
Because the Cheetah in
Rich.
the Absolute is part of like their like JLA, like Justice League. Yeah, I don't know if you know the whole thing with the dark, like the Absolute.
It says Cheetah, real name Priscilla Rich, was a member of the Suicide Squad.
That was it.
So I guess there was like a different Cheetah. She dies. I see.
And then they make her inherit the Cheetah. But for some reason, like her transformation wasn't complete, and that's why she looks kind of human-like still. The original Cheetah in that.
Yeah, I love the look.
The new one?
Yeah, the body horror. It's just really cool.
So cool, dude. Even like, I don't know if you guys have seen the Absolute Joker design. You've seen it, right, man?
Yeah, I love it.
It's another fucking peak.
All the designs are great.
It's just like kind of reinterpretations of it. The Batman ones are probably the best, I think.
Yeah, also Cyborg we got too. What is his thing? It looks like he has some type of alien tech thing like attached to his arm. Yeah, they didn't really say.
He's going to appear in the Absolute Flash books. I haven't read those. I've read Martian Manhunter, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. But
you ended up reading Martian Manhunter?
He's like a detective, and the alien just kind of like, it's like not, he doesn't transform. It's like the alien kind of like lives in his mind.
Yeah.
It's really good. But that guy who wrote that book is writing an original Batman book. And it's going to have his own like original villains and stuff. So I'm actually really excited about that.
Nice.
Well, Batman Shadow of the Bat.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the next like big thing was the Hall H panel for Marvel.
We'll talk about all of this.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is that Ryan Gosling.
You want to start with the schlop, or you want to start with the good stuff first?
No, I'll start with the good stuff.
Okay.
So Ryan Gosling is officially going to join the MCU, and he's going to play Ghost Rider. And this is a character that his name has sort of been circling around for years, honestly. And
ever since Drive, I feel like people have been like, "Oh, he'd be a good Ghost Rider."
Yeah, and he's wanted to play this character. He apparently pitched it to Marvel, and they liked it enough that they said yes, which of course they will. It's fucking Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
He's one of the hottest actors working now. The only problem with it, Sean Levy's directing.
And the writer's not too hot either.
It's the same guy who wrote the Star Wars movie that he's doing.
He wrote something else as well, though.
It's the same team from Starfighter. So that means a couple things to me. One, Ryan Gosling obviously must like Sean Levy. That's one.
Yeah.
Second of all, Disney must like Starfighter of what they've seen of it so far.
I think Sean Levy is one of those directors that he doesn't have a lot of creative input, but like he'll deliver whatever the studio wants, like on time and like around budget. Like he's very good with that type of stuff.
Honestly, I liked Deadpool and Wolverine. Like in hindsight, it's probably not as good. That's like one of those movies that I'm scared to rewatch it.
Yeah, I know if I rewatch it, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, like when I originally watched it, I loved it, and I just want to like leave it at that.
Yeah,
you know? But
I like how we both know we probably won't like it the second time we watch it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it could be cool, but I don't want it to be like all jokey, like Free Guy. You know, that's what I'm most scared of.
Yeah,
I'd rather be a little on the darker side.
Yeah, I agree. I'm interested to see who they're gonna. There's a couple different iterations of Ghost Rider, so I'm interested to see who he'll be.
Probably the
Johnny Blaze
main guy. Yeah, probably Johnny Blaze. I think he looks like him a little bit if you look at the comics. But
all right, and everyone was just dying for this. Haley Atwell will return for Avengers Doomsday. She's the biggest fucking industry plant I have ever seen. Like, who is actually asking for Haley Atwell to return? Where's Jean Grey? Where's Storm? Where's fucking, like, any other X-Men? Rogue? Like, why are we adding Haley Atwell? What is she gonna add to the fucking story? Like, I really want to know.
I mean, no one said she's playing Captain Carter, first of all.
You don't think she's playing Captain Carter, dude?
She could be playing Agent Carter and just like
Agent Carter.
No, but you know what I mean. I'm not saying
I
don't think she's gonna have the fucking suit and shield in this movie. I don't.
Really?
But it's actually thinking about it, because at the end of What If, doesn't she like go to Yggdrasil or whatever it's called?
I haven't watched What If. So
at the end of What If, she's on a bench talking to the Watcher, and they both look up, and you see Loki's tree. So maybe she's going to meet up with Loki there, and that's where she'll appear. But I kind of think she's just playing like Steve Rogers' wife, like when they just go back.
If that's the case, then I think that's fine. But I know the Russos, and that's not going to be the case.
Yeah, what do you mean, bro? The people are fiending for Captain Carter. Everyone wants her.
What about Ms. Marvel? Actually, time out. I forgot about that.
How about Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. The fuck? Whatever. Now to actually like talented actors, David Johnston has been cast as T'Challa, T'Challa's son in the Black Panther 3. Me and Matt are big fans of David Johnston ever since Alien was what I got introduced to him, and you recommended me Rye Lane, which is, I think that's his best movie, honestly.
Yeah,
I've heard great things about him in The Long Walk as well. He just seems like such a nice guy, and he didn't even interview. I was reading that Ryan Coogler watched him in The Long Walk and called. Like cause like this is Black Panther, this is him, and they had a meeting in a hotel, and then he just got the part from there. He didn't even audition.
It's crazy because like everyone was saying Damson Idris, and it ended up being David Johnston, which I think is a much better choice, in my opinion. I love David Johnston. I feel like you mentioned Rye Lane, I feel like a certain type of connection that, I don't know, sometimes you discover an actor before they become mainstream, and I watched Rye Lane in 2023, like when it came out, and I was like, this dude is good. Like, not only is this a great movie, like, who is this guy? And then he eventually did Alien, and he did The Long Walk, and it was great to see, like, you know, him getting into the mainstream. It was really something really cool. So I love that he's going to get basically the opportunity of a lifetime. He is going to be massive in a couple years.
The only thing that sucks, though, he's probably not going to be in Romulus, too.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think he was going to be in it either. They said already that he wasn't going to return, I think.
Really? What about Spaney?
I think she is.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that he wasn't going to return. But also, I think Romulus might just be done. Like, Romulus 2 might be done. I think they're going to make like a new Alien movie. Just not following that story.
I like that. Would have been cool to see.
Yeah, it would have.
Anyway.
But yeah, I think he's going to do a great job. I just wonder how it's going to work. Because this at least confirms there's going to be some type of universe shenanigans. Whether it's a time jump, whether it's like he's the Black Panther in a different universe or something. Like,
if I had to guess, it's going to be like mad long has passed on Battle World after Avengers 5, like X amount of years. And they just wake up and it's been like 20 years or something. So he'll be like a full grown, basically adult at that point.
But why would Letitia Wright look the same then, you know?
I mean, like old, I don't know. Just fucking universe shenanigans, I don't know. You can
I
say
have a
the heart-shaped herb makes her look young.
I think what they're gonna do is Doomsday's gonna end, Battle World, whatever. Secret War is gonna take place on Battle World. When they do that movie and sort of like introduce Battle World, there's gonna be a Wakanda there, and he's gonna be the Black Panther there. We're gonna get introduced to him. He'll be like, "I'm T'Challa Jr."
That'd
Whatever.
be kind of cool.
And then once the universe is saved, he's gonna come back into the mainstream universe of.
I feel like he's gonna be like he's not gonna be from a different universe.
I mean, I
Because
don't
if
know.
he was, why would they just not make him T'Challa at that point? What's the point of
That's
making him
true.
T'Challa Jr.?
That's true. I guess because they don't want to technically recast still.
Yeah.
It's like their
But-
way of recasting without recasting.
Yeah.
You know?
I do hope that they keep Shuri around though as a Black Panther. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with them being two Black Panthers.
Yeah. I
Not
guess
saying
not.
like, oh, she has like for her not to just be like a background character after he becomes Black Panther, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I feel like after 3, I don't know if she's gonna stick around longer, but
It's fair.
apparently Marvel has plans to 2042.
Yeah, me too. We all have plans. Quick, but this is the last Marvel thing, not Disney, but Amy Pascal confirmed the animated Venom movie is happening with Final Destination Bloodlines director Zach Lebowski and Adam Stein. So are set to direct. I haven't seen Final Destination Bloodline, but I've heard that it's really good.
I've heard it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is exciting. I don't know. Sony does pretty well with animated stuff, I have to
Yeah.
say.
I
so.
think it's gonna be rated R. Apparently, I saw. So
Even better.
if it's in like the Spider-Verse style, I think this could be really cool, and I think
Okay.
it could do well as well.
I hope it's not like a Venom. You know, they have like Venom verse in the comics and shit. I hope
Yeah.
it's not like that.
People love Venom, so
Yeah, Venom's really cool. Like Venom's like I don't know why. Like it's just he's like a fucking cool looking character. I just don't like he doesn't really work without Spider-Man in my.
yeah, that's true. I mean, it's animated; they could throw Spider-Man in it probably.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you know, so about this last thing.
Yeah, so the last thing we got is that Michael Johnston, who you guys probably know from Obsession, is in talks to star in the new Mummy movie alongside Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, which is releasing next year. So the first domino has fallen. The first member of the Obsession cast has got a major role in a big Hollywood movie. I'm surprised that it wasn't Indy first before him,
Yeah.
but I'm very happy to see this.
Yeah. This is good casting, honestly. I wonder. I'm assuming he's gonna play their son. I don't know what else he would, unless or like maybe like the kind of new person on the. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Like the new lead, the
Yeah.
next guy to take on the reins. It could be. I have a feeling he's going to be their son as well. But yeah, it's just really exciting news, and I don't know. I just love seeing like the people from Obsession getting opportunities. It mainly was
Yeah.
Curry Barker, it seemed like, but now, I mean, we know Indy Neveretti. She had been talking to a couple people. Apparently, she was talking to Michael Mann. She got like dinner with
Coogler
him or
and-
something.
The guy who made X-Men is making X-Men.
Jake Schreier.
People think that she's gonna be Rogue.
She could be Rogue, and she's a nerd. So
Yeah, I know she's a nerd.
she definitely
I've read
probably
about
wants to do Marvel
it.
shit.
Super, yeah, Marvel or DC or whatever, Star Wars.
But yeah,
Yeah.
very exciting.
That's all the news. It seems like.
Yes, we could move on to the last movie here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I talked about this a little before, but the movie that I recommended for today's episode is In the Mouth of Madness, directed by John Carpenter. It's from 1994, and I will read the synopsis here. Lived any good books lately? An insurance investigator visits a small town while looking into the strange disappearance of a popular horror novelist. He soon finds that the impact of the author's books is far more than inspirational. Now, when it comes to John Carpenter and his filmography, this isn't really one that people talk about that much,
Yeah.
but I think it was really good. It should be like, I don't know about in the same conversation as The Thing or things like that, but I think people should definitely give this movie its respect. It has a ton of body horror, has sort of this mind-bending story. It has, I know you said it almost reminds you of Goosebumps. It kind of feels like a horror book,
I don't know
like-
what. Maybe it's like the town that they're in, and like it gave me very like it reminded me of watching Goosebumps when I was a kid.
Yeah, I agree. And especially like, I don't know, maybe it's the era that it was from, or
Maybe that's it.
certain aspects of it, like the kid opening and closing the door in that scene, that was very Goosebumps. And like the old lady that had the guy chained up.
Yeah, like the guy riding the bike and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like very, you know.
You know that kid riding the bike was Hayden Christensen?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, was the guy one of the people riding the bike was John Carpenter, right?
I don't know, the old guy?
Yeah, with the white hair. I just assumed it was him because
I don't think that was him.
no.
No.
Maybe it's him from the future in the 90s because he looks like that now.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually like this movie a lot. And I think Sam Neill, which is the main reason why I recommended this, I think he gave a great performance. It kind of was reminiscent of his performance in Possession a little bit. Probably not as good, not as unhinged. But
Yeah.
this is just like a fun movie. I know a lot of people talk about like H.P. Lovecraft and how it's like Lovecraftian a little bit. I don't necessarily know if I see that, but
Not really. I mean, I'm not as high as it on you. There's definitely a lot of John Carpenter-esque things that I like in this movie. But to me, the story is like so confusing at times. Like I honestly didn't understand most of the movie until like the last 15 minutes of the movie.
yeah.
That being said, I don't think it's like, I don't think it's bad. Sam Neill's doing a great job. I love this performance. I liked all the kind of like creature bot, like I don't even know how to explain. Like there's kind of creatures and scenes that don't really make, not that it like, oh, it's annoying, it doesn't make sense, but like they'll just kind of show up and scare people and then like not come back the whole movie. But I appreciate like those kind of puppeteering design type of stuff, which I like. But for me, it's a little too confusing, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's all over the place. It's in moments, I don't even really like, I didn't even know he was a fucking insurance broker. Like they don't even explain. He just like shows up and starts talking to these people in a diner, and then that guy from the book fucking, it's like, it's just, very, very
Yeah.
confusing at moments.
It puts you right into it because it starts with him in the asylum at first.
I forgot about that actually. Yeah, and they throw him in there.
Yeah, I think like the idea is that this book is people who read this guy's work are getting like an infection. They're getting like infected or something, and it's making them go crazy. And you see when he reads the book, it starts to make him go crazy.
Yeah.
So he just throws it out. I don't know. I just like the idea of like he goes to this fictional town and it's not actually real, and he's actually in a book being written by Sutter Kane, which I really liked Sutter Kane. I thought that the character was cool, just like that old guy. I liked his look and like his vibe. He was basically like the god of this world.
You know who he made me think of, honestly?
Who?
The dude from Labyrinth. Not Labyrinth. What's the one that, oh my god, David Bowie's in it?
Yeah, I think Labyrinth, yeah.
Oh, it is Labyrinth? Okay. His character in that, he kind of reminds me of him.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I love the ending. The ending
a lot.
And also the movie's very funny at points.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's a lot of like slapstick humor.
Like, is it like the scene when he kills the guy with the axe was like funny to me. He's like, do you know who I am? Yes. And he's like, okay, then you know what's coming. He's just like right. Yeah. That was mad funny.
No, I thought there were scenes where the girl that he's with, he literally just like rocks her in the face.
Like stupid. She's like, I don't like. I feel like she's like no idea what's going on half the time. She's just like,
bro, he cracks her in the face multiple times.
Oh, I forgot about that. Like she
literally
slaps him.
Yeah, he like socks her multiple times. It's mad funny. Like that sequence of him just trying to escape over and over, and no matter what, he can't. And like she starts kissing him, and she's like, "I'm sorry. He's writing me to do this. It'll be good for the book." It's just, that stuff was funny, but I feel like it's supposed to be a little bit sort of, like campy,
because I guess it's supposed to be like a literal book come to life, so it's in moments it's supposed to feel like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what also kind of reminds me of a little bit?
What?
Mother, where this author writes a book. And things that happen in the book happen in real life. People have a huge following to him. Not like obviously two completely different styles of story in this, but like kind of that idea of an author that has a huge following.
Yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, I could see that a little bit, but I didn't know this. But this was like after Jurassic Park, so
yeah, fair, because it was in the 90s, right?
Yeah, so Sam Neill says did Jurassic Park in '93 is one of the biggest films of all time, and he chose this to do next, which was a film with an $8 million budget, cosmic horror. So it's kind of interesting.
Financially? If I had to guess, not well.
So it bombed on release. Yeah. It grossed $8.9 million domestically against its $8 million budget. It opened against Billy Madison and Die Hard.
So, has Carpenter ever had a movie that made money?
Halloween. It must have.
And honestly, that probably made more profit than he ever needs.
Yeah, I'm looking. 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it bombed on release. It's considered a cult classic. Metafictional angle. A man discovering he is a character in a story has been hugely influential.
Interesting.
Let me see. Oh yeah, Adaptation and Cabin in the Woods are examples, as well as some Black Mirror episodes. I don't know if you've seen Cabin in the Woods or no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love the ending scene in that.
Yeah,
It's really
Adaptation is another. Adaptation is very similar to this but like the
I've
guy's
never
writing
seen
his own
Adaptation.
story. Honestly, it's good. Has Nick Cage. Sorry, I'm sliding.
I
here a
probably
little
like it
bit.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite scene?
I really like the scene in the church, or like when we first get the reveal of Sutter Kane, and then he just summons those like Dobermans, and they chase after everyone. I just thought it was such like a campy kind of 90s.
Yeah, he's very
scene.
campy. Like there's moments where I feel like it almost feels like he's gonna like burst out in song or something.
Yeah, they have like a discussion about religion as well in the church when he goes to like the confessional. Do you remember that?
Well, he's like, oh, he's like, I'm more copies of my book are sold in the Bible. I'm just like God or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like he's like that ending. He's like, that's too strong. I can't hold them. And then he does the thing where he like rips the page, and it's like just so it's not bad. It's just
it's weird. Yeah, it's cool
weird,
though.
Yeah,
I like it. I liked it.
Yeah,
I just love the ending. Like
I like the ending a lot.
Going like escaping the jail cell and just sitting in the theater and like watching his own
whole movie. Yeah, and that's the poster too. Is him in the theater.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think it is. But whatever. Yeah. It's just such like a meta ending.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I don't really know anyone else of the cast.
Neither do I, honestly.
I'm trying to think. But what do you think the ending means? Because I don't really know.
I took it as like that book is out there, so now it's like kind of the end of the world.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Like everyone actually went insane because they all read the book and then like infected each other. But since he didn't read it, he survived.
But he's just insane from everything he went through.
Yeah, but then also like eventually he watches the movie and then he becomes insane at the end because he's seeing the story just in movie form. I don't know. It's definitely confusing. I don't know if there's supposed to be like a specific meaning behind it, you know?
I don't know. I feel like it has to be some type of like biblical kind of, I don't know, greater power writing a book that affects society.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
But
yeah. That's like the comparisons to the Bible, definitely.
Yeah.
Which they talk about. Let me think. What else?
I also like that scene, like when at the end when he's like running out that like mirror hallway and there's that like creature chasing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like right after the guy does this.
The guy's like,
Then he runs through.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Hellraiser 2.
What happens?
She's running, or no, maybe it's Hellraiser 1. When she's running through the hallway and there's like the creature chasing her, that like giant creature.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about now. I think it was 2.
I think it was
2. It wasn't 1. It was either 2 or 3 because they weren't in the home.
Yeah, I think it was 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't 3. 3 is like, has the guy as the main character and they're in the club.
Oh, they go in the club, yeah. And Hellraiser's like fucking...
The guy like lives in the top of the club. He has like his bedroom up there.
Sounds like on a fire. But
yeah, it's a quick movie. It's 95 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of in and out. I watched it on Tubi though, so we got some ads in there.
Shout out Tubi.
Yeah,
Tubi's they got great movies, honestly. Can't lie.
But I liked like the author aspect, and you could tell it was a play on Stephen King, like Sutter Kane, Stephen King. It's like that same kind of SK.
Yeah.
But they mentioned StephenKing in the movie.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Sutter Kane has outsold Stephen King. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, no, I honestly, it was a nice watch. I didn't even hear this movie before you recommended it.
Yeah, I was either going to recommend this, or I think Sam Neill's in another movie called Event Horizon that I was going to recommend.
That came out recently though, right?
No, it's old.
No. I'm thinking of the Kevin Costner Horizon.
Excuse me, sorry.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
But your favorite character?
It's gotta be, I don't know actually. I like Sutter Kane a lot, but he's like not in it enough.
Yeah. If he was in it more, I would probably say Sutter Kane. Yeah,
John Trent, Sam Neill's character.
Yeah.
Is my favorite.
His descent into madness is funny to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I also, I forgot to mention this. I like the scene with the grandma when there's like that foreshadowing when he's like, there's no way that's Miss whatever. She, in the book, she like chopped her husband up into sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And then it shows her and like later on, and she has like her husband chained up, and he's like naked on the floor. It was just so ridiculous. And then
He's like,
it
"Be
eventually,
quiet."
it eventually like she becomes like a monster, and it shows her chopping the husband too,
Yeah.
which is cool. Like the practical effects, the makeup is really good. I know Greg Nicotero did the makeup, who I believe does The Walking Dead.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure. I want to look actually.
What's your favorite Carpenter movie? Halloween?
Probably The Thing.
Yeah, it's a thing too, honestly.
I want to rewatch Halloween because, like, on my Letterboxd, it's at a 3.5, but I feel like there's no way it should be that low.
I just feel like it's a lot. It's like simple. It's not,
Yeah. Yeah, Greg Nicotero, he did a lot of creep show stuff.
in October,
Walking
that's
Dead.
not a bad recommendation.
No, it's not. It's actually a great recommendation, Greg Nicotero. I'm just curious.
I think I like my recommendation when we get to it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me see. Yeah, Greg Nicotero designed practical makeup effects and terrifying monsters for John Carpenter's 1994 cosmic horror film In the Mouth of Madness. That is AI overview from Google, so hopefully that's correct.
Thank you, AI. But yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun
yeah.
movie. It's not simple, but it's kind of like hard to talk about unless we did like a ton of research and like.
Yeah, there's just like a lot going on in this movie. I'm curious like what he has to say about it now.
Carpenter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, apparently he says that it's part of his unofficial trilogy that, hold on, I wrote this down before. The Apocalypse trilogy.
So
The Thing, 1982, Prince of Darkness, 1987, and then this in 1994.
What is just his takes on like apocalyptic scenarios? It's pretty cool, actually, honestly, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I want to watch Prince of Darkness. I've heard of that as well.
Yeah, that's not the one. What's the one I'm thinking of with Tom Cruise and the dude who plays the original It?
Legend.
Yes, that's what
I've seen Legend. Too. That's like a young Tom Cruise. Yeah, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah.
It's one of those like medieval set, like kind of.
I just know the devil design is really famous.
Yeah, and like the design of like the environments is very cool, and like people's costumes. Tom Cruise, I think, plays like this elf. He's very young in the movie, but yeah, I guess we can get to ratings. Yeah, I'll rate it first. So. In the Mouth of Madness, I gave it a 3.5 stars, a 7 out of 10. I think it's definitely slept on in Carpenter's filmography. I think more people should check it out. Sam Neill gave a great performance, and he kept me entertained the whole movie. I think the makeup effects were really cool, and I also just loved like the mind-bending aspect of it, of, what's real, what's not. Is the whole thing actually like a story written by this horror author? It's just very interesting, very cool. Yeah.
So I'm a little bit lower than you. I gave it a 3 out of 5, so 6 out of 10. It definitely one of like the more interesting Carpenter watches. Sam Neill's great, like Matt said. There's a lot of Carpenter-esque things that I love. Like the score is really cool. They kind of add this like guitar into it. A lot of the like monster stuff and the campiness and whatnot, but it's just a little too all over the place for me, in my opinion.
That's fair. Definitely fair. It is very confusing, but I'm glad I watched it. It was one that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy we watched it.
It has a lot of the stuff that we enjoy.
That we like,
so, yeah.
But all right, so you ready for my recommendation?
I'm ready.
So next week I'm going to be recommending. It's not a cult classic; it's a classic just in general. Terminator 2, directed by James Cameron, which I know we haven't seen in a long time.
T2. It's a great movie.
Right? When's the last time we watched that?
I think I've rewatched them like semi recently, like within the past 5 years.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that, but I know that it's like considered one of the greatest sequels ever made.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Very excited.
So I'm excited. It's a great recommendation.
I think I could be wrong, but it might be re-releasing in theaters within the next 2 weeks.
If it is, I'm definitely checking it out. But the other movie we're going to talk about is Spider-Man. I don't think anything else is really coming out.
Yeah. Oh, August 28th to September 2nd. Never mind.
Damn, we'll just miss it. So we'll talk about Spider-Man. I think we're going to have a guest on our next episode as well, because our last episode we did with Tommy was a lot of fun. Yeah. I like having the third person.
It's nice.
So, we want to have some people on. So
yeah.
And then maybe I'll reach out to him. He could or whoever's going to. We have someone in mind. We could reach out to them and see if they would recommend a movie as well. So that way we'll have 3 to talk about.
And any of you guys listening, if you ever, maybe you'll be a lucky winner and you can come on.
Yeah, if you guys think
what movie you'd recommend, then we'll see.
If you guys have some film knowledge.
Yeah.
we'll have you on any day. And then it's crazy, Joe. I think the episode after that is episode 100.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do something for that. I don't know.
Like a giveaway
or maybe we'll have to brainstorm something like our top 100 movies ever or something. I don't know. That would take a while to go through, but
maybe we could publish it or something.
What do you
for our loyal fans?
Publish what? Like
our list of 100 movies.
Like publish it on Letterboxd.
Yeah,
for people. Yeah, we could. But all right. Yeah, that wraps up the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah,
Joe, go ahead.
Next week we'll be talking about Spider-Man and Terminator 2. That's actually a banger episode.
That's a banger episode.
Yeah,
that's a banger episode. So yeah, thanks everyone for listening / watching. Subscribe if you're on YouTube right now. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. Follow us on our socials. Check out our clips. I've been trying to go live on TikTok here and there. So if you guys are lucky enough, you might see me going live on there. And yeah, thanks for all the support, everyone.
See you guys in 2 weeks.